This happened a night I was staying at a friend's house in Malibu in Point June. I couldn't sleep, so I went for a walk on the trail. When I reached the hilltop, a silver disk ship flew above me, and a light beam carried me up to it. It wasn't my first encounter with them, so I was not afraid or concerned. If anything, I was kind of just trying to make small talk with them. Like, it's been a while, how have you been? I walked through a short dark hall into this large, mostly empty observation deck with a huge window overlooking Earth. There was a large flat metallic chair placed in front of the window. I distinctly remember feeling the coldness of the surface against my skin as I sat on it, with my arms on the armrests. In my peripheral vision, I could see two machines approaching my head. They told me telepathically that I was going to be injected, and they will be able to see what I see. The machine had a pair of needles that injected the side of my eyes. I could feel a slight stream of liquid flowing into them. I looked towards the window far above Earth. I saw a primitive tribe of people gathering stalks of grass in a wetland. From above, I could see a circle was placed around the world. Early humans were separated from the rest of the universe. Our actions are regulated to a small field of influence. That sphere is going to be allowed to grow into something much larger. The example that came to me was like we've been playing on a small island, and now a whole continent is going to be opened up for us. Still, that new continent is relatively small compared to the phases that are to follow. Those are for generations beyond me. In the new space opening up to us, I am 5 different beings living completely different lives at the same time. The reach of our consciousness expands as well as our physical ability to spread ourselves across the cosmos. In each of these 5 lives, I reached a point in them where I became aware of myself as the one who is looking. In that moment, I could see all my past and future selves. First, as a long string stretching out seemingly forever. Then, as a single point culmination of life. Growing from a single cell all the way to a godlike being. But even here, there was something beyond any experience in every life. In that moment, I felt a laugh bubbling up, and I found myself laughing hysterically, happy in the observation deck. I told them that was a lot of fun, but I think your drug is wearing off. The next thing I know, I'm back on the hill, and I'm completely blind. I can't see anything but pitch blackness. I sit there for a few minutes, collecting my thoughts of what had just happened. Slowly, my vision started to come back, only blurry, but I could see enough to walk down the trail. By the time I get to my friend's home, I can see just fine. I got a sense that the reason the universe seems empty is because once creatures evolve, they not only evolve enough to travel space, but life evolves enough to not even need the tools to travel. We have the possibility to evolve past any technology and into realms beyond our universe. And I think that's why we seem like we're alone in this big space. Because most highly evolved species don't find a reason to even stick around in this physical realm. Once they evolve enough to tap into other states of being. When I saw all my past and future selves stretched across space and time, it felt like I could walk into each one and experience a slice of that life as it was happening. Or receive it all at once if I chose to, like reading a 1-page chapter of a long book. Time and space can stretch out into infinity, and at the same time, it can seem like a blink of an eye from a higher perspective. And I believe who we really are is already there at that eternal place. I've never gone out with the intention of finding them. Sometimes years pass in between encounters. They are so random that I'm always caught by surprise. I think they have picked up my family for their own reasons. My mum was abducted and had a tumour removed before she was supposed to be operated on. Her doctors insisted she tell them who operated on her, but she had not been operated on yet. Not at least by any humans.